Good afternoon everybody, it's Denise here, Denise Junk Journals UK. Thank you so much for joining me, it's lovely to have you here. And today is Thursday, so it's my day for working on tatty treasure and collage type collaborations. So it's a new kit because we're in a new month for August, and it is Foxglove Forrest. Beautiful, some beautiful papers. Now I know a lot of you will have seen the flip through of the papers on Tania's channel. If you haven't, Tania's channel is in my description, so you'll be able to get to all her places. Tania is Tatty Treasure. You'll be able to get all and have a look at all the pages on her channel, because there's two big kits and she went through every page for you to see, which I won't have time to do today. So I'm using both kits and I am going to create this great big beauty. It's probably too big for you to see that close up actually. Now those of you who let me just take the signature out so it's not sewn in. Those of you who have been with me a while will remember this maybe, as I showed you quickly, a necklace that I got at an antiques shop. It's vintage, it's not antique, but it is vintage. And because of this beautiful boho style lady on here, I love it. I also love this one, but this was the one that appealed to me. And I said I was going to put it on a journal. I was thinking of using it as the clasp, but I decided to stitch it on the front of this lovely cover, which is a, is that better if I'm further away? It's a slow stitch cover. It's taken me a while. I've been working on it a while. You might have seen a little snippet of it here and there on my table, but I absolutely love it. Inside it is just the scrapbooking card, shiny, and just two great big lace pockets inside. And it is going to be a 5 signature. I am putting 5 signatures in this time. I made the spine whopping. I can't remember how big now, but big. Oh, if I had my ruler out, I have. The spine is 3 inches. Maybe just a little bit more. So I have got 5 signatures here to go in it. Let me move that over. It takes a lot of room up. Using, right, the kit in Tania's shop, in Tatty Treasure shop, is contains pages that are like journal shaped. Journal, what's the word? I don't know. They're journal pages. They're horizontal. Yes, yay. The horizontal, what do we call it? Landscape. That's it, the landscape pages. So I've used, she's got 10 of those, so I've used those double-sided to create 5, so there's one of those in each. She's also got other pages which I've got in here. That one I believe is from one of Tania's. This one is from one of Tania's. You'll see that I haven't printed on the back purposely on quite a lot of them, because I'm finding if I make the signatures too full on with the papers from kits, then there's no room for me to, you know, add the other bits and pieces from the kits and the other bits and pieces that I, you know, bring along. I mean, I've got my flower fairy here, of course I have. All sorts of things to go in. You know, the pages are too beautiful to cover up, and you know, I end up not putting stuff in. So yeah, I purposely did some lots of plain papers and lots, you know, plain backs on them. So yeah, I put those 5 in, and I think she had 4 other pages. I've probably repeated one. And then Nanine, in her kit, Nanine is collage type. She has quite a lot of these portrait pages, which are vertical. But there are some that'll go either way, some beautiful coloured ones. So you can find one like this. So there's all the lovely colours, you know, that go with foxglove. So there's like pinky, purpley, green. So I've stolen those to put in there. The others I'm going to use in a minute for something we're going to do today. So in here, in the signatures, I've got what I've just talked about from the kit, and I've also got some avocado dyed, some of my book page, that's one of the ones from Nanine's, one of my coffee dyed, that's that beautiful napkin that Tania sent me, and I've put it on some music paper. I've got the purple goes with the, I think, really well with the foxglove, and I've had this purple paper a while, so I've put a sheet of it in each. That's one of the journal pages. Now I've got to, what I have got to do is, and I'm going to put one of those in the middle of each and we'll decorate it. So a craft card envelope. What I've got to do is ink all these pages because I want them inking. So before I can actually sew it in, I've got to do that. So they've all got similar. That's that paper from Nanine. Similar but different. So one of my book pages with lace on. One of my coffee dyed. That's avocado. That's from the kit. That is, I think that's avocado as well actually. That's from the kit. Another purple one. So you get the idea. So there's lots of pages from, you know, the Foxglove kit, but there are also lots of, there's a lovely paper bag in there, look. Lots of pages from other things that we can then decorate with. I did a napkin on that one as well, look. Because that's got the beautiful Foxglove, and that is Edith, for those of you that don't know, Edith Holden. Yeah, so I've got lots of space to decorate using, because there's so many other beautiful things in the kit. There's animals and trees and frames and you know, lovely journal cards. So yeah, I'm going to have some fun, definitely, filling it. But what I thought was today, to get me started, because I need to sit and ink around that, and that's not going to be a one session, that's going to be an hour here and there watching the telly, I think. Yeah, but I think what it wants is at least one, maybe two, I haven't decided yet, but at least one, like a notebook in one of these, front or back. It's not very thick. It is just material and one scrapbook page, so I thought, you know, something quite sturdy in each pocket would help it as well. Obviously once this gets in and filled out, there's loads of room yet, but once they get filled out with everything I want to put in with them, that will also make it sturdier. So, oh, I'm dry already before I start. So that's what I'm going to do today. We're going to make something to go in this pocket, and I thought, because I'd like to use these lovely portrait papers, I thought I had some more. These are the ones, remember, from Nanine's kit. Love the blue butterflies. I've been after some blue butterflies for ages, and there is a page full of them. You know, fussy cuts in Tanya's kit. Beautiful. Love that page with the hints of blue on it. There's another one with more red and purples on it. See what I mean about the purple paper will go with the purples. Love this bird as well. It's very much like, I don't know if it is, probably not, but our hedge sparrows that we have in the UK, but they're very, very tiny little birds. Yes, and the brick. I brought that one for a reason. So what I thought I'd do is I'd use this as the cover. So this is just a piece of my scrapbooking paper. The inside, I'm going to use that stripy inside. I'm going to cover the outside and make a book, you know, like a booklet, a notebook that can go in here. So because the papers are landscape, what I thought I would do, stay there, I've done one somewhere because I was just testing it out, was if I fold them over and make a book that way, you know, it will go in there sideways, and then I'm using all of that paper, and then, you know, if these are the pages inside, that's a nice image. We'll have the back, which isn't printed on, you know, for writing on, and then, you know, they've got 4, I think, yeah, so there'll be 4 4s are 16, there'll be 16 pages in it, and yeah, obviously when we get to the, you know, because we're going that way, they're the right way up as well. Do you know what I mean? Let's cut them down and show you. I'm sure you've got it, but if, you know, there's a few people out there like me that can't imagine papers being folded and turned and what have you without actually seeing it. I know there are quite a lot of you out there. Sometimes I can imagine it in my head, but often I'm like, well, I understand what you're saying, but I just can't. Oh, that does not want to come off the bottom of there. I just can't envisage it. I had a tiny little, that's it. Yep, so we've got the machine out that's going to bang. So I think what I'll do is, rather than constantly be in and out with that, I'll fold them all in half. These are, these pages from Nanine's kit are, unless I've downloaded the wrong ones, I don't know. Sometimes they have them in both, but these are letter, American letter size. I don't know the size, 8 by something, aren't they? They're I think they're smaller than our, they're definitely shorter than our A4, European A4. They may be fatter, I don't know. Is that the right way? Yeah. Yeah, that's it. So that's it. And then when you turn them over, the back of it is the right way as well. See what I mean? Yes. I made it sound much more complicated than it was, I know. Oh, I probably should have cut those down before I trimmed them, never mind. I just don't know how big the margin is on the top and the bottom. If it's the same, it looks like it is actually. Yeah, that's all right then. So I'm going to do them one at a time because they move in the machine otherwise. I can always go back in and trim any that are bigger than all the rest. And then if we end up with every single one a different size, we'll pretend that we're meant to do it like that. So I hope you're all having a good week. It's flown by again for me as usual. Never get as much crafting done as I have in my head. Neil's days off seem to come around really quickly now, and that's not a bad thing. Neil definitely would say it's not a bad thing, but it just means, you know, I have less time to fill because he's not here. So I've been doing, oops, my bin's a long way away. I have been doing quite a bit in the house as well, so yeah, I'm nearly done now. Yeah, they're not bad. Not bad size as regards to each other, I meant. Right, so my idea is that these just stack inside each other, so you get like a picture and a plain page, a picture. That's not right because you're upside down. Oh, that's interesting. So you're the right way up. You're the right way up. Was it the way I folded them? I don't know, but I like it because it means, what is it, just that one? Bizarre. It means I've got in the middle pretty paper. So we've got like journaling, you know, or notebook paper and pages. I think I might have that one at the front because it's a collagey one. Yeah, I like that. So it's not a huge book. Yeah, that one's a bit shorter than all the rest. I'll leave it, I think. So which way are we having you? Yeah, that way. I was saying something then, wasn't I? Ooh, what was I saying? Don't know, it's gone. Probably something about Neil's day off coming quick and what I've got to get done. I don't know. So I'll just cut it. It's nice that it's got lines. Got something to follow and I don't have to get the really big cutter out. I've been doing things in the house. I think I said that, didn't I? But now I'm just about caught up. So I think we can just fold it. Yeah, you're going to be the inside, aren't you? Might need trimming down a bit more. Just mark where I want it. Because obviously it's got to fit in that lacy pocket. I know it's quite a big one. That's square. I don't know, doesn't necessarily look it, but we'll trim it down and see. Sometimes I'm no better using the scorer, you know, I don't get it any straighter than I do just doing it like that. Okay. So I quite like that purple on the inside. I might have changed my mind now. I might want the purpley, I might want that one on the front. Because it kind of ties in, yeah, front and back, ties in with that purple inside, doesn't it? Yeah, I definitely want more off. I want it bigger, but only just. So let's see. I'll just go inside this purple line here. See if that helps me keep straight-ish. You're alive this morning. Nope, I'm in camera. Okay, that's a better size if it fits. I don't know if I said I've saved that pebble paper out to cover the front with. just fits nice, that. So let's see if the pebble paper will fit it in one, or if I'm going to have to collage this pebble stones. Oh, look. Do you know what I could do? I could fit it. Oh, it's not quite right. Anyway, let's trim it and see. I was going to say I could put some washi down the sides, but I don't think it's going to be long enough either. And I suppose it is, the colour kind of goes, it's behind it, purple and black. Let's have a look. I'm thinking I might cut it in half and just mat 2. That would be a good idea. 2 pieces, one on the front and one on the back. Oops. So I haven't finished with the previous kit. Obviously, I don't know if you remember, I was doing the 4 signature journal. It's still on the go. Just because I could really only do it with you 1 day a week, so I don't get very far. But you know, now that the other people that are also working with it, you know, design team, have finished, or you know, we've finished our specific days, I can now get on and work on it on the other days, and this one will just be 1 day a week until the end of August. But then I believe there is no, yeah, definitely, I've definitely been told there's no September collaboration, there's no new kit out. Are you going to rip? Oh, you're brave, Denise. I've only got one printed out, I think. Yeah, so I'll have September to, oh, now see, it's big enough like that because I've just got the tiniest of borders. And I think I'll probably put either some washi or some mica pour over the top. It's a really nice stone wall, isn't it? Because we're going to put some, I don't know what we're going to put in front of it, but something, maybe the flower fairy. Oh, I think he'll be too big. You're going to be too big, aren't you? I can't find the smaller one, I must have used it. That's a shame. I've got some other, oops, that's a bit shiny, isn't it? I've also got, Tony sent me these. You probably saw them in a recent haul. But there's all the flowers, the fussy cut flowers and what have you. I haven't cut the trees out yet. I wonder if I want a tree. Don't know. Stop decorating it, Denise, before you've even made it. Right, let's ink those 2. Well, torn edges, all the edges, so they blend in. I'm going to stick that one there. I'm just thinking what glue. I'm waiting for another glue delivery today. I can't abide not having a glue stick that I really trust. And I can't wait, you know, I've still got 8, maybe 9 of those other ones left to get through. And I'm not using them, you know, very often because I don't trust them. So I've ordered, I think I've only ordered 5 of the, what's the one that I really like? Yeah, it's gone. The glue stick that I really like. A well-known name, but it won't come to me. And I'm waiting for them to come because that would glue that on there, no problem. Do I like the purple around it? Yeah, I think it'll be all right when I'm going to use fabric tack. Ink round it. I'll put this on first and I'll ink round it again, and then it'll just be a hint of pinky purple, won't it? Ooh, got some fabric. Well, it is fabric tack, so I don't need to really cover it because it'll grab fine. There we go. Right. Now, I did say a couple of videos ago, well, it was at the end of my room tour that if you wanted me to, I would do a come on camera, show you my face, and do a questions and answers video. And I've only had one question, so that might not be happening unless there's anything anybody wants to know, because I don't want to come on and bore you if you don't want to know things. Not that I know what you want to know, if you see what I mean. I inked that one here. So yeah, if you just forgot and there are things you'd like to know, drop me some questions somehow. Otherwise, I'll just assume you're not interested, which is fine. I don't mind. And yeah, I won't do that. I'll do something else. I think the question I've been asked I was asked twice actually, was how I got into junk journaling, which yeah, I'm happy to share with you. But I can tell you, I can answer one question like that while I'm crafting. So if there's nothing else, maybe I just tell you too much. Well, not too much, but I tell you everything. Maybe you're not left wondering, because I share. Don't know if I overshare, but I definitely share. And make sure you get that in the right way up. Don't want to ink the edges of those. No, I don't think I'm going to. I do want to ink around here though, and that'll just give that a moment or two while I'm doing it to dry. Otherwise I'll be moving it around while I'm stitching the notebook in. So I've done quite a bit of fussy cutting on this kit, but I'm probably only halfway through, so I've got a lot more to do. So I haven't seen, close up all the elements and embellishments and ephemera yet. So there'll be things that I don't even know I've got yet to use. Should do a bit across there as well. It's thickened up already. It's quite a thick piece now without the papers in it, because it's it's double layered paper there. Might as well do the inside and make it look finished. I'm not going to ink papers, don't worry. I'm not going to suddenly change my mind. That's it. But the thing is, what am I going to stitch these in with? Don't want you peeping out like that. You need to be a bit shorter. Thank you. Is that enough? Yeah. So, I'm leaving this as a notebook. I'm not going to go to town and decorate it. It is for writing in. Might put a pocket in it actually. So I've got some of these floofy things. I've got this. This is all I've brought with me. I've got a few bits in the drawer at the side, sari, and I feel like I'm going to sneeze. Would you believe it? I do beg your pardon. Yeah, sari and string and things like that. But I did wonder about that one actually. Quite like that. I might have the bow on the inside. What have we got in the middle page? Oh yeah, I've got purple in the middle and purple on the outside. That's good. Yeah, I think I'll let's get a needle that will go through then. My aul's out. I will use the awl. That's a fat one. I don't want it too fat because I don't want to make a huge hole. I can help it. I'm not going to get it through that way, so I might not have any choice. I mean, look, they're quite big. Even you are, yeah. I don't know if this one's any small. I'm hooked up. No, I think that one ever so marginally is. I need to sort that out. It's all tied round itself. Okay, so I'm not going to do a 3-hole. I'm just going to... Yeah, it'll be fine. called? A 2-hole, I suppose. I'm just going to do a 2-hole binding stitch. And I want it on the inside, so I need to start on the outside, but might be an idea if I clipped it a little bit. Don't know what I'm looking for now. Do I want to go right out there? No, I don't think I want to be too far out. Oh, I didn't put any. I was talking about putting washi on, wasn't I? That's wrong way, isn't it? Yeah. That way. Oh. There's enough to tie. Okay, roughly where do I want to be then? So I'm about 1.5 inches, would you say? In. Come on. Am I going at an angle? I don't know. I'm through anyway. I'm literally just going to tie it in a nice tight knot. Or a couple of nice tight knots. The colour goes really well, doesn't it? If I can. So it's just like chenille knitting yarn, really. Tight. Looks pretty. Is it holding it in well enough? I think because it's hanging down that way, I don't think it's going to be a problem. It's a nice little notebook. Not too full, but like I say, I'll probably put a pocket in somewhere. Maybe in the back. Yeah, maybe here. Let me just have a quick look what I've got. Oh, some of these are Nanine's. Oh yeah, I did those in a vellum look. Maybe a vellum one. Won't be very strong, but maybe. Right, let's have a look at the. So I've got all these to fussy cut yet. This is Nanine's kit. Collage type. Lots of stuff to, yeah, all that. I think all the envelopes are upright, so I won't put one of those in. Although that one could go on its side, couldn't it? Yeah, I was just wondering about her. Okay. Oh, goodness. Did I get all that out? Yes, I did. Be a nice size. Right, bear with me. Well, it is only on paper and not back, but I think that might be a good thing because I'm not going to add too much bulk to this little notebook then. I think these are going on the inside, so it doesn't matter too much. I better cut them carefully just in case they're not, because I haven't, again, I haven't worked out in my head. Oh, that's probably very noisy because I'm quite close to the camera there, sorry. I don't know how to cook quietly. I don't know how to drink my tea quietly. I don't know how to cook quietly. Yeah. I'm not a quiet person. I'd like to be sometimes, but I'm not. Okay, just put that in the bin for speed. That's it. So yeah, it's just paper thin. It's only, I think we're 120 GSM at most, maybe only 100. They are on show. Look, so it's a good job I did cut them properly, neatly. Oops. Neatly-ish. What have I done there? Who knows? Probably folded it in too far. I think I have a little bit. Let's fold it out a bit more. better. Yes. Much. Oh look, they're even lined up. What a lovely envelope. Really like that. Yes, but put it down, you're going to hide all that, aren't you? But I don't suppose it matters. I was thinking of putting it down like that as a pocket. Let's do that. So we'll tuck this one in. This one normally would be over the top. Let's tuck this one in like that. Yeah, because that's pretty, isn't it? We'll pretend I haven't ink it. Could you see then that my brain was like, what am I doing? What am I doing? I said ink it and I meant glue it. I don't know what I'm doing. Just keep going. Yeah, I think I'm still a little bit tired. I'm still a little bit cold, you know, fluey cold. Nothing drastic, nothing really. I don't think you'd know, except for I've got this silly cough at times, dry throat. And I'm blaming that on my, you know, sleepiness. I'm a bit tired and sleepy. And I know my blood's good, so it's not that. I think I've just got a touch of a summer cold. And I can blame that. As long as there's always something I can blame for my craziness. That's nice, isn't it? Then you can put little things in there. The book will keep it closed because it's going on its side. Yeah, I like that. Let's put that down then. Am I putting the whole thing down, or shall I leave a little? I think I might leave a little tuck at the back as well because it's a notebook. I do it with my planner a lot. I'm learning every couple of months. I'm learning to do things differently with my planner. So I'm pleased I didn't make the whole thing at the beginning of the year. I definitely still am planning on bits of paper. And I've now learned that I won't ever, you know, transfer them into the planner. And I want to keep the planner so that it's, you know, like a memory. That's not exactly in the middle, but I'm going with it. I don't want to move it. You know, a reminder of things so I can go back and look. Yeah, so I'm now putting lots more pockets and place tucks and things like that. What have I got here? Birdie. There we go, look. In fact, we've got some. What have I done with them? Good question. I was going to say I've got some journal cards. They're not backed or anything, they're just cut out. But we'll just pop one in. If I can get in from the kit, they are. See, I have been fussy cutting. What shall we put behind it? There's plenty to choose from. Those are pockets that I've backed, so maybe we should put that in soon as I cut it out there. You're too tall, you're going to have to go sideways. Oh, that's pretty. They're all pretty, Denise. Just choose a couple. Oh, look, the butterflies. Butterflies. Just a smidge too big. Whoops. Now I'm just going to put them in as like, you know, paper notelets. I'm not backing them or anything. But, you know, they can be backed by the owner of the journal, should they choose to. Are you in or not? You are. Shame I'm having to cut there's a little tiny page number or something at the top. Had to go. Obviously, I'm going to have to cut the words off. There we go. Taller than that one. Cute. I don't think that's going to need anything to hold it down because, you know, as this closes, it's holding it closed. I mean, you could write on that. That's perfectly good for writing on anyway, isn't it? You just need something on the front. You don't have to write on it that way. You could write on it that way and just have your images that way. You can do whatever you want with it, can't you? Just try it in here before I decorate it. So this half is going to kind of be on show, the top half. I'm just wondering if, I don't know if there's any words or whatever. I have a feeling there was something in Nanine's. Just bear with me while I have a look through. I think they were at the back, they were. I remember seeing these. I don't suppose there's one that says notebook because nobody knows I'm making a notebook. Let's have a look. They're good. Numbers. I'm liking this. It's sort of handwriting, isn't it? Not the whole thing, obviously, just a piece of it. They're like little tear strips, so you tear the word. I think that's the idea. Tear the word you want. Botanicals, flowers, beauty, quiet. I'm going to go with flowers. Just because it's the middle one and I'm awkward like that. Let's just have a quick look and see if I've got a notebook one that's just going to quickly shout out at me. I know I have had notebook ones from Nanine and Tania's kits before, but I do tend to use them quite a lot, so I'll have to go and have a look what kit it's come from. Lists is quite good. Things to do. Really wanted notebook. Oh, that's nice. I suppose it is a mini field notes. My dreams. Everything but what I'm looking for, which I kind of thought might be the case. Never mind. No, don't think I want any of those. No. So I'm thinking if I put it on sideways, it'll be okay in the... Oh, there's no pin in that. It's like a magic... It's like the magic... What was it? A porridge pot? Magic porridge pot that just kept making porridge. That glue just keeps... Yeah, so that's going to show which way up it goes. I didn't like that on there, did I? I would like a big picture of her. One of those on it. Oh, look. Now, these are freebies. I've cut them out. So, you know, if you don't have the kit but you like some of the bits, yeah, they're nice. Forgot about those. Tickets, labels. But there's 4 postcards as well in it. Don't know if I just want the actual flowers. Just bear with me. I have got some more of the... Some more pussyfoots there. You're too big, aren't you? No, I was going to say I've got some more to cut out, but right, let's have a look at ones I've cut out already. There was quite a big-ish, or a fullish. Was that it? One. Well, it looks quite nice with that behind it, with that cream. Oh, I like that. But yeah, if I put it there, it'll be fine in the that way up in the book, won't it? In the pocket. I like that. I'm also liking these. So these really dark labels that they look like, remind me of leather with like gold embossing. I don't know. Oh, there's a plain one. Look. I just fancy one of these on it. Oh, specimen. Might go for that one just because as soon as I saw them I thought, oh, lovely. So yeah, did I say they are on Tatty Treasure or Tania's Buy Me a Coffee? page, and I'm sure she just said to me I've put the freebies up. I've seen that she's said it somewhere. So I'm sure they're there now. Yeah, because that'll just be hidden in the made myself a little note. Look, how clever. I won't put it on again now. Will I remember their freebies? Yeah, I didn't want it too fussy, you know, because it's going in the lace pocket, but I wanted something pretty on it, so not too full on, but pretty. And I think that definitely fits the bill. Isn't that lovely, just growing up against the wall? Look, love them. I know that's pretty big, but I just love it. And if for no other reason you put something on your journal because you just love it, then you're doing it right in my book. All right then, lay down. Yeah, I quite like the, you know, the different orientation. Ooh, I thought of a word of that journal, notebook, whatever you want to call it. I mean, it could be like an art book or a glue book. You could just doodle or draw in it. Yeah, I like that very much. I could go on and on embellishing it, but I'm not going to. So I think what I'll do is I'll get these inked and stitched in, and then I'll decide what I'm like room wise. Yeah, I'll probably decide at the very end whether I'm going to put another one of these in the back, or it just wants a nice big journal card, you know, room wise. You know, I made it big assuming there would be room, but if I do get another one in the back, it's kind of like a 7 signature. But we'll see how fat these get. Okay, I hope you enjoyed seeing that and bits of the kit. I'm absolutely loving it, working with it. So yeah, it's going to fox me now going back to the other one, but yeah, I can do 2 things at once. I'm a woman. Sorry guys, if any of you out there listening. Yeah, love that. Love this. Yeah, really lovely last summer project. Okay, hope you all have a lovely day, and I will see you tomorrow. Yeah, we'll probably be working on the other kit. I just need to do a flip through of the tall skinny one now, I think, and then that's done with. Okay, bye for now.